What if I told you that a group of nomads from the endless steppes of Asia once built the largest land empire the world has ever seen? Bigger than Rome, greater than Alexander's, stretching from Korea to Hungary. This is not just history, this is the story of the Mongols, who rose from humble herders to unstoppable conquerors. At the dawn of the 13th century, the Mongols were fragmented tribes, endlessly fighting among themselves. Harsh winters, scarce resources, and constant rivalries defined their lives. Yet out of this chaos emerged a single man whose name would terrify and inspire across continents: Temujin, later known as Genghis Khan. Temujin's rise was not easy. Betrayed by allies, abandoned in the wilderness, even enslaved, his survival itself was a miracle. But he learned from every setback. Through cunning diplomacy, brutal combat, and unmatched leadership, he united the Mongol clans under one banner. For the first time in history, the steppes had a single ruler. Genghis Khan forged not only an army, but a nation, bound by loyalty, discipline, and the promise of conquest. Once united, the Mongols exploded outward. Their horsemen, unmatched in speed and discipline, struck like thunder across Asia. Against the Khwarezm Empire, they destroyed entire cities in ruthless campaigns. Against the Jin dynasty in northern China, they proved their patience with sieges and strategy. No wall, no kingdom, no empire seemed safe. The Mongols weren't just raiders, they were master tacticians who combined fear, psychological warfare, and innovation. Soon, their conquests reached further west. Persia fell. Russia was crushed beneath their hooves. Even Europe trembled when Mongol cavalry rode into Hungary and Poland. Chroniclers across the continent described them as demons unleashed from the east. Yet behind the terror was a system: relay stations for communication, strict laws, and an empire that valued merit above bloodlines. The Mongol Empire became the first true superhighway of Eurasia. But conquest was only half the story. Under Mongol rule, trade and culture flourished. The Silk Road thrived, connecting China, the Middle East, and Europe in ways never seen before. Knowledge, inventions, and even cuisine crossed borders because of the Mongol peace, known as the Pax Mongolica. Paper, gunpowder, and printing moved west. Maps, astronomy, and mathematics spread east. For a time, the world was more connected than ever thanks to horsemen from the steppe. Yet, even the greatest empire must fade. After Genghis Khan's death, his descendants divided the vast realm into khanates. The unity broke, and with it, the unstoppable momentum. Still, from China's Yuan dynasty under Kublai Khan to the Golden Horde in Russia, Mongol influence remained history. The Mongols were more than conquerors. They were unifiers, destroyers, and builders, a paradox of brutality and brilliance. Their empire reshaped the world, and their story still echoes in the lands they once ruled. If you enjoyed this journey empire, don't forget to subscribe to Epic Past, where history is reborn in stunning 2D animation.